So as everyone grabs their bottle of water, kind of make sure that you have some nice open space side to side, about a little bit more than body length on the ground, so that when we do go to the floor, we will go to the floor for a few movements. You'll see, for those of you who came in on Tuesday, you'll see some movements repeated, just especially as that first week, kind of setting in that some of the expectations for the semester as we kind of build throughout the semester and challenge ourselves. Looking at the time, we're at 5:30. Again, my name is Paul Kwiatkowski. I'm teaching Bodyweight Bootcamp with all of y'all. I'm really excited to be joining you for this semester, helping out Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5:30 in our virtual practice here now. So for our warm-up, we have 3 minutes on the clock. We're going to go through 3 different movements. You're going to go through these 3 movements continuously until the 3 minutes are up. Go nice and smooth, probably about 50–60%, just enough to raise the heart rate a little bit, but not enough to gas yourself out. We want to make sure that we're kind of just moving our way through the movement. So movements that you've seen before from last Tuesday. First one that we're going to have on the clock here is an inchworm, where we're going to go ahead, starting with our handstand, all the way down to our toes, walk our hands out into that inchworm position, walk our hands back. We're going to do that 5 times there. Notice that the back legs stay nice and straight as we go down. Feel that stretch in the hamstring, and then pressing those hands back towards your toes. Stand tall. We're doing 5 of those. Next, our second movement, we're going to go into our 10 lunges. So with our lunges, we're just going to step back and stand tall, alternating legs. 10 total, 5 per leg, like that. And stand tall. And then that last movement, feet shoulder width apart, chest nice and upright, arms out for a counterbalance. We're going to go to 15 air squats. So our count is going to be 5, 10, and 15 with 3 minutes on the clock, okay? We should be able to get a little bit more than 2 to 3 rounds of those movements. Go at your own pace, and we'll go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes on the clock. There you go. Start with your inchworms, touching your toes. Set your Fitbit, make sure that you're prepped for the workout, and work your hands on out. Top of that push-up position. Walk those hands back. We've got 5 inchworms to start. Stand tall, good. So you're counting at your own pace. I'm at 3 right now, 2 more to go. Last one before we go right into our lunges. Feel that stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Stand tall, good. Now we're stepping back into our lunge. Nice 90-degree angle at the knee and at the hip. So we're going for 10 total here. Good. Bring those knees down to the ground, nice and smooth. Once you hit 10, you're going right into your air squats. So feet shoulder width apart. Pressing those knees out, chest nice and upright. We're about halfway in right now. 90 seconds in, 90 seconds to go. Good, so we should be looking just around 2 rounds worth of work here in these 3 minutes. 2, 1, that's 15 air squats, and now we're going right back into the inchworms. Now, as you get to the second round of inchworms, you can challenge yourself by adding in a push-up at the bottom of the inchworm. Push-ups are a movement that we saw on Tuesday. We'll see them again today. Try to build up that upper body strength. Up to you if you want to add that in. If not, just that top of the push-up position or the high plank, and then walk those hands back. Nice and smooth. Last one before we go back to our lunges. And stand tall. Good. Deep breath in. Going right into our lunges. So 10 total lunges. Bringing that right leg back, then left leg follows. Breathing in through the nose. Good work. Once you hit 10, we're going right into our air squats. Feet shoulder width apart. Oh, and then there's our break. Good job. All right, so that was 3 minutes on the clock. Make sure you get that sip of water if you need it. All right. So that timer's going fast for us. All right. Our first movement, we're doing 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. The first movement that we're doing lunges to the right. So mirrored on the image. So my right leg is going out, pressing off that knee, standing tall. Hips go back. I'm going to stand tall. 30 seconds in that position. Starting in 3, 2, 1. You heard the bell. 30 seconds. Really try to press off of that outside leg that you're dropping into your side lunge here. Good. Hip drops back. That glute should be firing for you. Good work. 5 seconds to go. That's 30 seconds. Good. 30 seconds of rest. This time we're now going to go ahead, push off to our left side, right? Press that knee, stand tall here. That glute's going to fire on that backside there. That's all right. That's what we're looking for. It's going to be diving in, pressing off that leg, standing tall. All right. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1. Out to the side. Good. Stand tall. Good. That knee gets pressed out. Right there. Good. Hip comes back. If you remember those ice skaters from the other day, you might be feeling those right now. Glutes are kind of waking up. Good. Keep going. 10 seconds. Again, you're going at your pace for these 30 seconds at a time. And there's the bell. 30 seconds rest. Now we're on to our final movement, okay? With this one, you can either go to the side-to-side lunges if you felt more comfortable there, but this one here is known as a Cossack squat. So the way we do this, we drop down into a lunge on one side, scoot over to the other, stand tall, then down, scoot over, come up tall, right? Our feet shouldn't be moving too much. We're dropping down, coming across, standing up. It's really going to challenge our hips here. 30 seconds and go. Press up, down. Yeah. If you want to stay down in that lower position, you can try that out as well. That's cool. I like that. But you can go down, come to the side, stand tall, work your way back, cross the side, stand tall. There you go. Press up. 3, 2, 1. There's the bell. Good. Sip of water. We're on to our next movement. We're going to the ground now for our reverse crunches. Hopefully I'm going to be in the screen for this one. I should be. Hopefully everyone can see me here. Reverse crunches. We're going right to the ground. Flat back on the ground. Okay. We're going to alternate legs, bringing our knee to our chest, just like this. Notice the heel can touch the ground to start. Deep breath in through the nose. There's the bell. Knee to the chest. You can tuck your hands under your hips if you need to. As you want to challenge yourself, see if you can bring that heel off the ground. So rather than it resting, it sits off the ground, really engaging the core there, similar to a kind of a bicycle movement. Breathe in through the nose. If you need to, allow those feet to rest in between. That's all right. Good. There's our 30 seconds of rest here. Our next movement. Now we're going to bring both knees to our chest. Okay. So you can always tap those heels on the ground at the bottom if you want to, or see if you can keep them hovered. Hovering is going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but it's a good way to build up. All right. This is a little bit more advanced than the alternating leg. So if you feel like it's too much of a challenge, feel free to go right back to the alternating leg and work off of that one. We're always looking to build up throughout these 3 exercises at a time. That's our timer. Here we're going. Knees to our chest. 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds rest. Good, knees coming up. Point those toes if you can. Keep the feet off the ground if you can. If not, you can always tap. It's okay if you tap. But if you hover, it's that much better. Good, tuck that chin, protecting our neck. And there's the bell. 30 more seconds to go on this last movement. Now we're gonna bring those feet to the sky. So we're gonna roll the knees up, point the toes. Roll our knees up, point the toes. That's gonna be our most advanced movement. If you wanna go for it, get after it. It's all right if you wanna stick with just the knees to the chest on that reverse crunch, all right? Deep breath in, we're going in 3, 2, 1. All right, knees to the chest, toes to the sky. Point out, knees to the chest, toes to the sky. Notice my toes are pointing straight out at the bottom, and I'm trying to keep my heels off the ground. If you need to tap, it's all right. It's much more of a rest though. So we want to make sure that we're still active for our 30 seconds. And rest. Woo. All right, we have 30-second transition time. 2 exercise groups down. Now we're moving back over to those push-ups. Upper body strength is our key focus here. The first movement, we're gonna go starting from the knee for our push-ups. Elbows always tucked straight back behind us, right? We don't chicken wing. We stay nice and tied into the ground. We're going in 5 here. Make sure everyone can see me. Starting from the knees, my hips come down with me, and I press tall. So in total, we'll be doing about 90 seconds of work here with our push-ups. Remember, this is our base movement, so we can always build or stay right here. Keep those elbows tucked back. 45-degree angle coming off our shoulders. Good. That's 30 seconds down, 30 seconds rest. Sip of water if you need it. Now we're gonna go to our full push-up, okay? Full push-up. So that top of that inchworm we were at earlier, or the plank, you may be familiar with. Elbows track out, press tall. If you need to, you can always do this from the knee. We're going in 3, 2, 1. There's the bell. Time for a full push-up. Pressing tall. If you need to drop to your knees, that's all right. But see if you can challenge yourself for a few reps here before we go all the way down, right? Nothing wrong with knee push-ups. Still builds that upper body as long as we keep our hips coming with us and our chest down to the ground. Good, about 5 seconds left. And that's the bell. Good. One final movement here with our push-ups. Chest might be feeling it a little bit. That's gonna be good. We're gonna go back to those hand release push-ups that we talked about on Tuesday. Hand release, you can either do from your knees or fully with your feet all the way out. Hand release means we start from the bottom, bring our hands off the ground, and press tall. Hands off the ground, press tall, all right? There's the bell, 30 seconds. So remember, you can do these either from the knee or with your feet all the way out, okay? Hands always come off at the bottom. It's our dead stop push-up. Good work, way to keep working. And that's the bell. 30 seconds of rest. Again, we keep moving through this. Nice and smooth, halfway through our workout today. Our next movement, we're going right to our air squats. So you saw this in the warm-up. A little lower body builder. Woo, how we feeling? Feel good? the feet shoulder width apart, right? Knees tracking out, toes tracking out, chest nice and upright. 2, 1, air squat. So we're dropping low, those hands out in front as a counterbalance can come back to our hips at the top. Good work. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2, 1, and rest. All right, so that's our base movement. 30 seconds of rest, right? Here now, movement number 2. Last week we did 1 1/4 squats. This time, we're gonna go to the bottom, hold for 4, then come up, okay? It's gonna look a little like this. Challenge the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up tall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up tall. Going in 2, 1, to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, up tall. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4, up tall. Good. Challenge the bottom of that squat. 3, 4, up tall. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4, tall. Good work. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4, tall. Good work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really challenging that bottom position. And there's the bell. Good. On to our third movement. Woo. This time we're going to add the quarter squat back in. So we're going all the way down, hover, and pop back up. Down, hover, pop back up, right? So you go all the way down, quarter up, quarter down, all the way up. Woo, heart rate's moving a little bit. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1. Bottom, quarter, tall. Good work. Bottom, quarter. So you notice that little bounce down there. That's all right. That's what we're looking for. A little bounce. Come tall. Good work. About 10 seconds to go. 5. This is our last set of our squat movements. And done. There's the bell. Whew. All right, we're going to the floor next. We're going to do a quick one here and challenge ourselves. Here, it's going to be a little bit of a glute and hamstring where we're going to drive that heel up and back. Now, the advanced movement is keeping the opposite left leg off the ground. Right knee stays up the whole time, just straight back. But notice how my left knee is not touching. All right, try this here. Base is just heel to the sky. A little bit more challenging. Bring that knee off the ground on that left side and still drive that heel up. 30 seconds here for the right leg. Working up to the sky. Whoo, a little glute burner. Drop that knee if you need to. Good work. All right, 30 seconds of rest. Now we're gonna go to the left side. I'll spin around for you. So now the right knee's planted, left foot goes straight back behind me. The challenge is bringing that right knee off the ground, still staying engaged, and then shooting the leg all the way back. Deep breath in as you need to. Beautiful. So right here, quadruped position. Left leg goes straight back. Notice my right knee comes off the ground a little bit and hovers there. That's where the real challenge comes into play. If you want to, you can always keep that knee on the ground and just shoot that left heel to the sky. That's all right. That works well too. Keep going, guys. 3, 2, ooh, and there's the buzzer. Awesome. Now we're gonna jump over to our plank, all right? Final core movement of the day. Challenge ourselves in that plank position. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I know my AirPods just decided to take a nap. So starting with our planks, First things first, we're going to give ourselves a full plank to start. Whoop. All right, we'll go in 30 seconds for that plank. Give yourself a little bit of a rest as that timer figures itself out. So we're going to go to a full plank here. With that full plank, you can either be arms fully extended, feet about shoulder width apart, or you can drop down to the forearm. Either one works for me. All right, whatever's more comfortable for you. 30 seconds on the clock. We're going 2, 1. I prefer the nice up and high. Notice the back of my head, shoulders, hips, heels all working in alignment here. The hips aren't slouched, the butt's not up in the air. We work right to that middle area. Pull the belly button into the spine and breathe. Keep going. There's the bell. Awesome. 30 seconds of rest. Now, we're going to go to the side plank. With our side plank, it's left elbow on the ground, right? Left leg lays flat. Our goal is to bring that hip up, challenge chin all the way down to the heel. Now, if that's some little challenging, we can just keep that knee on the ground and use that as our base point rather than our feet. 30 seconds in, go. Hip up. Again, if you want to drop to the knee, you can always drop to the knee. That works too, right? Notice that little space in between your hip and the ground, pulling that belly button in. You can go all the way up as well. "30 seconds. There's the bell. Good. Ooh, we're getting to the end now. 30 seconds of rest. We swap over to the right side. So again, same idea. Right elbow to the ground. We can go all the way to the heels coming up, or we can go to our knees and press up. Whatever works for you, challenge yourself to your ability. Going in 5. And go for it. Good, there's the bell. Belly button in nice and tight. Shoulders in alignment. Good. Again, if you need to drop to the knees, you can drop to the knees as well. That works too. For some of us, we like to shoot that opposite arm up. That's awesome as well. It's also a good cue for keeping the shoulders in alignment. If you look up at that hand and it's tilting either side, not really straight up and down. There's the bell. Great work. So now we're going to our finisher here, right? For our finisher, we're going 1 minute at a time. We're going to be doing a little bit of bounding work, kind of side to side. So standing tall. Oh, dogs are barking. Imagine there's a little cone to the left side of your left leg. You're going to jump up and over, up and over. These are really going to get the hips nice and open, kind of explode up. If you want to, just open up the hips and step over. There's the bell. We're going for a full minute here. Hips up and over, hips up and over. Explode up, explode up. Good. Challenge yourself here with that full minute on the clock. As you need rest, just legs up and over. We're opening up our hips, firing them up nice and high. Good. Good. Hey, 30 more seconds though. 30 more seconds. Keep going. See if you can explode up and over for the final 30. Good work. 15 seconds to finish. 2 more finisher movements, and we're wrapping up for the day into our cool down. 5, 3, 2, and rest. Good. You can hear that bell. Awesome. Get a little sip of water if you need it. We got 2 more moves to wrap out the rest of our day. All right. This next move, we're going to our mountain climbers. So it's our core exercise. We work our way to the ground, push up position. We're gonna go ahead and take our left leg back, right knee up, jumping up and back, driving the knees to our chest, shooting the opposite leg back. It's gonna be nice on carpet. We'll slide a little bit. If you want to, slow steps, working your feet up if you need to. All right, we're going in 5. 1 minute on the clock. So pace yourselves here. 3, 2. All right, that's 1 minute to go. Driving those knees up, climbing the mountain. Nice and smooth here. Tap those toes at the top, shoot them on back. 15 seconds in. Way to keep working. Bodyweight boot camp here. Halfway. And if you need to, just step 1 foot up at a time. That's a nice little modification as well. Still challenging our core. 20 seconds to go. Whoo, these finishers. 15 seconds. No quitting us. We finish to the end. 3, 2, 1. Wait for that bell. There we go. Woo! How are we feeling? All right, I think we're there. I think that's it. That's the bell. We're going to our cool down now. So 5 minutes on the clock to slow ourselves down. Breathe a little bit. Hopefully you can still hear me. Wave if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Awesome, good, cool. So from right here, we're gonna start with our feet together, starting on the ground, pulling our shoulder blades back, chest nice and upright. Deep breath in. So the other day, I'd really tried to do this stretch, but I let the puppies in and that was a bad choice. Now they're barking at somebody. Left leg shoots out, right leg tucks in. We're gonna reach for that left foot, bring that right arm up and over. Feel that stretch all through our lower back as we reach as far down the leg as we can go. So you can get to the toes, more power to you. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep breathing in. On your next big exhale, right leg stays where it's at. Left foot tucks behind us. Right, so we kind of have a little left leg back, bent knee, right leg in front, bent knee. We're gonna drop to our right side now on our elbow. So we've got a straight line from our left knee to our right elbow, right across our body. Left hand goes up and over. And this is our good morning stretch here. If you're squeezing that left glute right now, you should be feeling a good tight quad, good tight hips. We're gonna open those up a little bit. Probably sit down a lot these days, either on a desk or a couch or on a chair for work or school. This is a good opportunity to open up those hips. Come right up. Right leg still stays where it's at, right across the body. Left foot, we're going to try to shoot back. Okay, as best you can. Very similar to like a pigeon stretch you might see in yoga. So we're coming right up to the center position. That left leg's back, right leg comes across. If you can straighten it out, go for it. But now we're opening up the opposite glute, opposite hip on that right side. There you go. And come back to center. So the left side's been worked now. Good, we always come back to center, chest up, feet together. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Right leg shoots out now. Left foot tucks in, and we're now reach that big arm over. Good, nice and slow. The breathing's probably coming back down into a normal pace. Heart rate's coming down. That lower back, probably feeling it a little bit there with our stretch. On the next exhale, bring that right leg straight back behind us. So that knee's bent, heels up against our butt, right there on the right side. We lean to our left elbow. So right knee to left elbow should be a straight line across the body. Right arm up and over. Here's that good morning stretch. Squeezing that right glute. We should feel that hip really waking up on us. Awesome job here. Next exhale. Come on up. Left leg stays where it's at. Right leg shoots straight back. Good. Straighten out that left leg. Good. Right across here. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you can drop down, that's even more power to you if you can get down in this position. If not, stay up tall. Go out that stretch. On your next exhale, come back up to center. Legs crossed. Here, I like to do a little bit of a neck stretch. So what we're going to do, take that left palm, nice and flat, press down to the ground. Right hand comes to the top of the head, opens up that whole side of the neck. Now try to press that left palm even further to the ground. Feel that stretch from the neck all the way down into the bicep. And relax. Now left side. Bring the head to the side. Right hand goes down. Good. Feel that stretch in the neck. And now press the palm of your hand down. Good. And relax. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Awesome work. I see we're right at 6 o'clock, a little past it. Great job, everyone. Good work today. Awesome job.
Activity completed.
Activity completed according to the phone.